will describe the process of searching for and importing business listings into Map Business Online. We're looking at a map here, Map Business Online, and along the toolbar, you'll notice the Yellow Pages button with the word businesses underneath it, and you can click that to open the search criteria dialog for selecting business listings. Now, if you do that button from up here on the master toolbar and start looking at the business listings from this defined search criteria box that opens up, you're going to be looking at the entire country's worth of business listings, which is probably going to be more than you actually require. What we recommend you do is create a map object like a circle or a polygon on the map itself, and then select that object. So I'm going to select this circle, and then that little toolbar over to the right, click business, the business listings icon button, and it opens up the same search tool, but it will limit the scope to that circle or polygon. And you can see here, if you go to the circle or polygon option, it's going to tell you to create that circle on the map, which we've done. So now once that's selected and the business button is clicked and the define search criteria dialog opens up, you could search by business name. Let's just put in Lowe's. So we're searching this circle that's selected for businesses named Lowe's. I put that in, I click validate, and over here you'll see Lowe's shows up with the associated NAICS code. And it does tell us that there are 4,934 Lowe's across the country. We can say okay to that. We don't really care. And notice down here on the bottom when I click count, it tells me that there's one Lowe's business in that circle. Pretty straightforward, I think. So let's start over. Get rid of Lowe's. And let's go down to industry search. So if I want to look up an industry in general and search for all the business listings by industry, I can click industry lookup and choose to search by industry code, which are NAICS and SIC codes, which is addressed in the blog a little bit. But those are standard search categories for business types or industry type. And let's say we put in pharma. Let's just go pharma and click the binoculars. And then you can scroll down through all the pharmaceutical options here. And it might be that you want just the pharmacies and drug retailers. And then you can update the search criteria. And now we can get a count of all those pharmacy retailers in that circle, and there are 54. So now you could, again, search by zip code or by state or by city. We do have those three options. So that's another way to go at it, is by geography. And then I want to talk about these last three bottoms down here. This is where you can do filtering so that you can limit the scope. So let's say we wanted to filter out by location type. So we've got in our industry lookup here by pharma, we've got 54. Let's see what happens if we click the location and we make it a single location, and we're going to only export one primary contact. So I'm unchecking this box so that we don't get every contact at every facility. We only have one single location with the primary contact. Now let's get a count. So instead of 54, we've narrowed it down to 7. And that's going to be effective in terms of controlling costs and perhaps controlling your effort as you go through this process, depending upon what it is you want to do. And you can see you can filter by headquarters, branch, or subsidiary. You have a few options here: search only franchise locations, search all locations. So it gives you some options. Under employees, you could search by the number of employees. So let's see what happens if I click 1 to 4 and I do a count again. I bet it's zero. There aren't any that have just 1 to 4, which makes sense because it's a pharmacy. And then sales wise, you can limit it to maybe just the smaller pharmacies. And if we do that, we get zero again. So there's probably they probably make quite a bit of money, those guys. So let's just click the count again there. Yep, there's 4 of them that are in the 2.5 million to 5 million in sales. So that gives you some options for filtering. So up here, you can search by business name, by industry type, by the circle or polygon, the area of the map, and by zip code, state, or city. And then down here, you can limit the search based on sales revenue, on employee counts, and on location types. Once that data is placed on the map, you can then use the points on the map. I'll just show you an example here of business listings. That's a heat map that we've made using business listings. And if we just went into that heat map option and made it a point, you can see all the points for those particular retailers that we've got on the map. Once you've got those business listings in, you can export them. And you've also got the data window view. So you've got all of your business listings here uh, there for you. So you can see the emails are there. You can call them using the phone numbers that are associated there, and you've got names listed here as well, first and last names. Export that out as a CSV file and have a ball with your business listings as sales leads or resources or competitor locations or whatever it is you desire to do with business listings using Map Business Online. So we